see that old Gil is back indoors. Just kind of went to use it the other day, and you know, it kind of fought me starting a little, and whatever. No big deal. It's 1972. It's old. It's loud. But it doesn't really move that well anymore. I think it's low on transmission fluid. The transmission system is shared with the hydraulic system, and as you can see here, the lift cylinder has a pretty ferocious leak on it. So I think I'm going to pull that out. I'll probably pull the blade off, pull that cylinder out, get it, you know, get some seals for it, and fill up the transmission fluid and kind of get this back whipped into shape before winter. Well, it's moderately uncool, but I seem to be coming down with a little bit of a cold. But nevertheless, gonna take a look at this lift cylinder here, pop it out. Won't take very long to get out, and then I can disassemble it and get some new O-rings and whatnot to seal it up, give it a clean up, and then top up with the fluid, and this thing will be a lot more serviceable. Mustache. You have a mustache. Yes, I have a mustache. All right, let's talk fog lights for a little bit.
Are you actually recording?
Yeah, I'm actually recording.
It's like, wait,
the previous generation of Jeep Patriot up to 2011 had fog lights further out where my tow hooks are now, and they were really good. I had a 2008 and it had really decent fog lights. In 2011, for whatever reason, Jeep moved them inboard, and they use now a PSX24W. It's awful. These things, it's just a a little, regular kind of bulb, and they do nothing. And if you try and put in a better, say, a halogen bulb, they just melt. So with that in mind, a couple years ago I put in some amber LEDs from Amazon, some of the Vanssi brand, VANSSI, and they were pretty good. The one behind me here got some water in it at one point. I cleaned it out and it worked again for a little while, and then in the last 4 months or so it started to flicker. And then when I had the little altercation with the Mercedes-Benz a couple weeks ago, it just quit altogether. So I've ordered up these again from Amazon, and they're pretty much cheaper than the stock bulb. Thin Lion, they're white LEDs. There you go. And we're going to put them in. They're supposed to be 1900 lumens each, so I'm going to change the one that's out, and then we can do a little comparison, and we'll see how it goes.
I hope I don't get blinded.
All right, so for the record, these are kind of awkward to change, and I haven't done myself any favors because I put a screen in this opening here to protect the transmission cooler, AC condenser, and whatnot. So I've undone the pins at the bottom underneath here, and I just pull it out and jam my hand in there. It's not fun. We'll see how it goes. So these are quite a different design, where this one has just an LED chip on either side and nothing on the end. This one has 3 around and then 1 inside in a projector. Is that better? I guess we'll find out. See if I can get it in there. All right, that wasn't too bad. Let's do a comparison. I'm going to turn out the lights.
Comparison of these. This one is probably brighter. Lights are going down.
Do I need my keys? Okay. Have my keys? I think I don't. I do. All right. Ooh.
Whoa. So this is the new one, and then this is the old one. Which one do y'all like better? Comment below. Pointing to floor.
Yeah, it's much better.
I'm not staring at that.
Move over. Fantastic. I'm going to change out the other one, and then I'll give those lenses a clean because they're covered in bugs, and maybe we'll take it out for a rip and we'll see how it looks on the road. I'll be back with you in a few. All right, so that's both of them done. You can see this is the one that I repaired before, and I kind of siliconed it together and crazy glued and whatever, and by the time I got it out, well, that's the result. Funny enough, this is the one that still worked. I thought it was this one that failed, but anyway, I'm going to take you out onto the driveway here, and we'll just see how they look. Cash is out for the night. Good night, Sadie.
Bye.
Hey, what's your channel called?
I don't know.
What channel should they subscribe to?
Yours.
And which one of yours?
None. Because I don't do anything on it.
Well, anyway, it's in my channels, so check it out. Actually, both my girls have channels. Check them out.
No. No.
Good night. All right, so for comparison purposes, we've got a lot of wildlife out here and in the country, and so good lighting is pretty essential. So these headlights are not stock, they're upgraded. They're GE Nighthawks, and that's why I've also added this really cheap from Probably Amazon or eBay light bar. 16-inch, I think. It's nothing crazy, but it does the job. And these are our new fog lights. Whoa, that makes a pretty good difference. So overall, I rate these pretty highly. We'll see how they last. They seem pretty bright. I'm going to go for a little drive and see how they look. Be with you shortly. On the road, you really couldn't tell through the camera, but those made a really big difference. Much whiter light, especially kind of to the sides. They really add a lot of illumination, so I'm pretty happy with them. I'll drop a link. There's Clyde. I'll drop a link in the description if you're interested in ordering them. They come in white, amber, they come in blue. I don't know how valuable that would be particularly, but definitely, you know, they make other models as well, and I'm sure they're just as good. So time will tell if they last, but so far pretty happy with them, and the price is right, about 38 bucks Canadian, free shipping, so can't go wrong. Cheers. Well, so as you can see, construction carried on at a pretty good clip. I mean, wheels, steering wheel, little smokestack. One thing I would caution, most of the reviews on this mention problems with the little control pedal here on this side, or I charged the battery and it just doesn't work, what a piece of junk. The instructions do direct you to connect the battery underneath this seat. So maybe people are missing that because the battery is disconnected actually, so you have to actually connect it. The other thing I found is that of the two motors, one was only partially connected, probably wasn't even making contact, and the other one was totally disconnected. So I've connected those up, and just check all that because the seat is actually kind of screwed on. So if there was a problem, you'd have to unscrew everything and actually remove it, and it'd just be a little bit of a pain. So other than that, I think I'm about ready to start this up for the first time. I actually have a special guest here for us today. He's been out behind the shop here drinking Coors for about 2 hours, so I don't know, I think he's probably ready. I'm gonna go see if he'll come in and help us get this thing fired up. Hang on a moment. Well, howdy! This thing on? Hey everybody! I'm Daryl from Shopcat Industries. You all know my cousin Farrell over there. He invited me to come and, you know, he can't start nothing. He needs his old cousin Daryl come and get this thing fired up for him. You know, this has been in our grandpappy's shed for nigh on 25 years. So, you know, she might not go. But that's the way it is sometimes. So, anyway, I don't know, he says he can't get it going, but you know what, I brought my old friend Quick Start here, and so, we'll just, you know, we'll put a little down in the intake there, and a little right there, and a little probably right up in here, and just, you know, kind of all, yeah, that should be good, that should just about do it. All right now. Here we go now. I don't know if this is going to work, but you listen real closely, see if it works. Oh, yeah. I think she's going. She's going, boys. Yeah. All right. It purrs like a kitty cat. Well, you know, that requires a little bit of some celebration here. We get some. Yeah, they're all partying in the house. Oh, yeah. You know, all of this hard work, it's got me a powerful thirst for some delicious Coors. So I'm going to head out behind the shop and get some of that in me. And I'll see you all next time. This is Daryl. See you around. Oh, he's a little much to take. Daryl told me he got the thing going, so that's pretty excellent, you know. Headlights are working and everything. I don't know if you see that? That's some daylight right there. Steering works. Stereo works. It's actually got a USB import here. A USB import. It's got a USB port here, so you can hook up your iPod or whatever. And I guess it's also Bluetooth. So we'll try that out one of these days. And as far as seems like everything's working, so that's pretty fun. I'll have to try the radio control aspect of it and build a trailer. That'll be coming up in a little while. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with Crazy Daryl. I don't know about that guy.